Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, Nestle, stars, peasants, vassals, cyber pirates, illegal downloaders. I'm a useful idiot, and today I want to talk about AT&T because they've developed and patented a new technology to detect and block file sharing software as well as track customers who are using it. So it's only a matter of time before they develop this kind of technology. And if I understand this correctly, this and other technology that AT&T has patented will make it possible in real time to enforce copyright and intellectual property rights materials, particularly over cyberspace. And it's pretty interesting that a corporation like AT&T would develop technology to protect copyright and intellectual property rights of corporations in general. So I assume that this technology will be patented, that other corporations will have access to this technology as well. So we'll probably see this sort of technology spread. And one of the reasons AT&T justified developing this is they said the entertainment industry has failed to curtail internet piracy. And as we know, the telecommunications and entertainment industry in general have been struggling for a while in how to enforce their copyright. And their general propaganda is the amount of money that they're losing from this piracy, this internet piracy. And that's only true to an extent. They're certainly losing money on markets like China, where pirated materials are completely free-flowing in that country and to a huge population. So most of the telecommunications companies should really address that issue more than people in the United States and the Eurozone who download their favorite bootlegs. So anyway, let's get back to the story. The November 19th patent says that the company intends to monitor the online behavior of its customers, evaluate usage patterns to assign various risk classes. Once a user's activity is flagged, transfers can be blocked entirely. So their professed reason is, of course, to protect customers from hackers. But they're really more interested in identifying downloading copyrighted material, such as music or films. And they're more interested in internet piracy. And they also claim that this piracy uses a lot of bandwidth, which is, of course, nonsense. But anyway, so they're justifying, of course, for commercial reasons. But in essence, it's going to be the big step in control. Because as I've discussed in other videos, a lot of these transnational trade agreements and what a lot of these corporations are interested in is having one international law that they can enforce outside of state sovereignty, that they can enforce on an international level and control all these markets and all this material. And this action by AT&T is all the more interesting because there's an enforcement mechanism here. So once again, this corporate government partnership becomes apparent because the only way coercion can happen is a partnership between government and corporation. So actions by AT&T may vary from terminating a customer's data transmission, suspending their account, or reporting their traffic to, quote, interested parties, unquote, which of course is the owners of the copyrighted material, entertainment companies, and or law enforcement. So the fact that AT&T will take it upon itself to enforce these corporate laws and basically cut you off from the internet if you're caught abusing what they consider their copyright and intellectual property rights. And last July, AT&T patented another device called a, quote, real-time content detection in ISP transmissions, unquote. It's interesting to see the continuity between these devices. It's all in real time, and that's a big aspect of this. The fact that it's all done in real time, which is a dream come true for internet enforcement. And needless to say, the implications of what this could do for censorship are readily apparent. But this real-time content detection in ISP transmissions pretty self-explanatory. In real time, it can detect copyright infringement, what the content of that transmission is, and immediately flag it, block it, take you off the internet, and then report you to the corporation, who will fine you and imprison you, and law enforcement, who will enforce that coercion. So, so anyway, this is corporations, just like government. They like to micromanage everything, and this is a huge step, the next step in corporate-government partnership, and using copyright as another form of terrorism. So, interesting technology. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.